What up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network, my secondary YouTube channel. I thank everybody for coming on this YouTube channel in general, whether you come on now, in the middle, or during the conclusion portion of this video. This is Live Talks with Tony Harvin, number one. I decided to start this one up upon this secondary YouTube channel. I'll be on my other channel later on, Tony Harvin. We're here to talk about taking care of your health and wellness. Health and wellness is very important in general. My disclaimer is, I'm not looking to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement here on YouTube in general. So taking care of your health is very, very important. You understand that? Shout out to everybody who decided to chime in on this afternoon, on this live talks, for sure. Feel free to share what is your eating habits, what do you want to work on, and things of that nature. Me, I try to stay away from fast foods. It's tough. It's tough to stay away from fast foods, especially if you're out on the roads as a trucker, or if you're just working at a place where as though there's no healthy spots around, or you didn't bring your lunch. Normally, now recently, I started to prepare my own foods and stuff like that at home the night before. They got this thing that's called a hot logic or something like that, where as though you can heat your food up, in a little adapter in the vehicle, whatever the case may be. Heat it up for about 2 hours and stuff like that, and you're good to go. So this whole week, just in general, no fast foods at all. What up, Miss Ann? He says blessings to you, Tony H. As usual, you caught me listening to Pastor G. One love. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I hope you catch the other live, the other channel that I'll be on. Right after this one. I'm definitely going to talk about Gino. You know what I mean? I had that topic in my mind not too long ago to talk about, jealousy and critters upon Geno Jennings and stuff like that on the other channel, in about 20 or 30 minutes on the other channel. But he says what you're talking about. Let me know if the title is appearing on your end at Naomi Hope, because on my end it says taking care of your health and wellness, and it has a dash. It has live talks with Tony Harvin. So that's what I'm talking about on here, on this channel, Tony Harvin Network. Then after this one, a little while, I'm gonna go on my other channel and we're gonna talk about most likely talk about Geno Jennings. I just like to talk about stuff like that, on that channel from what I'm seeing on YouTube and whatnot. But we're talking about health and wellness on this one. So I was just talking about staying away from fast foods. Fast foods is easy and quick to get. Especially we at work on the run. I know a lot of people like to get Starbucks. They get Starbucks in the morning. They get Dunkin' Donuts. What else is out there? They go to Wawa, QT, all them little gas station spots and whatnot. It's tough to stay away from that. I don't dabble in that type of stuff. Me, I just personally have like I think it's like a banana nut type of oats muffin and whatnot, and nice sport drink, Body Armor and whatnot. Of course, it's tough, but at the end of the day, you want to save trips to the doctor. You know what I mean? You don't. He said, "I need my Popeyes." Listen, Popeyes is good, especially the crust and things like that. It's tough. I mean, years ago, I used to eat Popeyes almost every day at work. I just was so arrogant back in 2011. I thought I could eat anything. Being that I was working out, and I thought wasn't going to bother me, but actually it did. With the acid reflexes and all that other stuff, and high blood pressure, that stuff could really affect African Americans more so than other cultures. You know, even if you are working out, even if you are taking your vitamins and drinking the water, it's just something about African Americans that high blood pressure, it just reigns on us in general. No matter what type of athlete you are, you know what I'm saying. We just prone to that. You know what I mean? Um, Lisa M says, "Happy Friday, Tony. I think the hardest thing that people go through with living a healthier lifestyle is to start. Start. Yeah, you're right. The beginning is tough. The beginning is very tough for sure. You know what I mean? Especially if you're used to, getting Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, getting McDonald's in the afternoon, and then having a nice soul food dinner, and you ain't working out, you ain't taking no vitamins and stuff like that. It's tough. You know what I mean? Because you really got to put your body through that. You really got to train your body to get there. When you're eating a lot and stuff like that, you have a bigger belly. The belly stretches. So if you're just putting salad, you go from eating crazy to just eating a salad and having the water for breakfast or lunch. That, and you're trying to shrink your belly. You can shrink your belly by working out and eating healthy. It's possible. I have a small belly. It was times when I was younger, I could have 2 or 3 meals at a buffet. Now I can only have a half a plate and I'm full at the end of the day. Especially what is that place called? Golden Corral. Golden Corral. They got some good food there. Ribs, meatloaf, pizza, rice. They got some steak there, mashed potatoes and gravy, hamburgers, desserts, all that. I used to eat 2 or 3 plates. Now I can only eat half of a plate now. You know. Miss Ann says, yes, it is. Miss Ann says, how can I get motivated? Go to the doctor. Speak to a doctor, get your health checked out and stuff like that. Of course, have them check your blood and whatnot. And look at the results and speak to your doctor. And for surety, that will definitely motivate you. You know, if I'm not saying you, but if a person, like if something wrong with them, like they ain't eating enough, having enough vitamins or enough water and stuff like that, getting your blood checked, it definitely will show. It definitely will show. Your doctor will really break it down. Certain things, with your white blood cells, your red blood cells, and all that other stuff. You know, I what motivates me is health and wellness, man. I'm not trying to be um, young because I'm 38, and to me, 38 is just the beginning. I'm still developing, speed, strength, and all that other stuff. Coming up, you were here, while I were here, people in their 30s catching a stroke, catching a heart attack. Heart attack is mainly from clogged arteries and stuff like that. A stroke, and people get strokes from high blood pressure and things of that nature. High sodium foods or whatnot. I ain't trying to be like that. You know what I mean? No way. And I don't know if you got children or whatever the case may be, but that's another great way for motivation for me. You know what I mean? All right. um, Lisa M is laughing. So yeah, man, my advice to start off slowly. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you go outside and run 5 miles. You know what I'm saying? Like me with no water, no nothing to drink. No, I'm not gonna do that. Start off slowly. Get a treadmill for the house, or go outside to power walk if you're a female. Um, Listen, don't go out by yourself when it's like dark out. Whether it's in the morning it's dark out, or at night it's dark out. You know what I mean? Safety, of course. Um, Power walking. Some people go power walking in the malls. Some people go power walking in a park with people. My advice to females out there who's going out working out by themselves is go where there's a lot of people and stuff like that, like a gym or a park and things like that. You know, you could do push-ups in the house, sit-ups in the house. You know what I mean? It's little things you could do in the house, of course. But people, I know a lot of people like to be around people for motivation and stuff like that. You know, Vitamins. You know, it's cool to eat your greens like Grandma Nana used to say, Auntie used to say, Mama used to say, eat your greens, baby, eat your greens, collard greens and string beans. I didn't like that stuff as a kid, but it's definitely very important. You know what I mean? According to what I'm saying, doctors and whatnot, definitely. You know, um, Naomi Hope says, very wisely said, Tony Harvin. I want to stay fine. So when I find a husband, okay, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Definitely. I mean, some people like to stay in shape for that reason. You know what I mean? But you could tell when somebody's in shape, somebody's fit and things like that. You know what I mean? I don't knock people who don't work out and stuff like that, but I encourage it. I encourage it, man, because you know, if you're not working out, if you're eating all crazy, of course your body is going to show. There's a high percentage that your body going to show. People bellies is hanging over their pouch. Their pouch is hanging over their knees. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, or their shape is just all over the place. It's not to be funny and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you want to have a decent looking body and stuff like that, not that it's about that, it's about, what I'm saying, what's internal. That's most importantly, but it's going to show external. You know what I mean? It's hard work. You got to put in that work. You got to put in the work, man. You know what I mean? So I know a lot of people like to get themselves carried away. There's shows out there. I believe it's called my 600 pound life or something like that. You know what I mean? When you got these people 600 pounds, 700 pounds, 800 pounds, and they can't even get out the bed. Let alone me. When I gain some weight, man, I'm like it'd be like 5 pounds or something like that, 10 pounds, and it just feels crazy, unless it's muscle weight and stuff like that, or unless I work out with that weight. You know what I mean, to get adjusted to it. But to be 600 pounds, I'm about 140. You understand that? So to add about what 400 to 500 pounds on me, I can't imagine that. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine that walking up the steps or trying to walk up the steps, with that weight. And I like that doctor on that show because he keep it real. You understand? So and you got people, family members, like the spouses, not stopping these people from eating. They could eat a box of pizza and then have a box of KFC with a box of ice cream. You know what I mean? Just for one meal. You understand that? Just for one meal. It's on that show. I've seen it. I've seen things similar to that. I don't understand how can they survive? How can they go a day to day like that? Being 600, 700 pounds. That's crazy. You know? Naomi Hope says, get your blood work done, then see your it says, then see your body needs and what it don't need. Your blood type and eating accordingly. Okay. Miss N says, it's becoming hard to go to the doctors when all they want to do is jab. Well, I mean, to get a needle and stuff like that, and to get your blood checked, that's important. You know, that's definitely important to see some of the things that's going on within the body. Check your creatine, check your kidneys. You know what I mean? Check your white blood cells and check things for cancer, STDs, and stuff like that. I mean, they could check a whole lot of stuff. I don't like needles and stuff like that. I don't. I can't stand needles, but certain things you need needles for. You know what I'm saying? Certain vaccines and stuff like that. Besides the COVID vaccine, we had to take TB tests in school. You know what I'm saying? We had to take vaccines when we first came out the womb of our mother. You know what I mean? But people want to talk about the COVID vaccine, and that's just another story itself in general. You know what I mean? Lisa M says my conscience started bothering me because I knew I wasn't taking care of the body God blessed me with. Include him in all aspects of your life. Understandable. You know what I mean? Um, just you know what I mean. Think about what steps you want to take to get your health and wellness right. Don't just jump head first in it. Power walk. Try to do a push ups, sit ups, or any type of comfortable workouts you find on the internet. They got tutorials, what I'm saying, for different trainers and whatnot over the internet. Or I would recommend personal trainers, but they be trying to rip people off and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you're interested in the gym, try to check, recreational centers in your area, PAL centers. You know, I know Retro Fitness or Planet Fitness, what they be having like $10 a month for members and stuff like that, which is cool. Which is cool. Naomi Hope says, I'm 5'6", 153 pounds. Okay. Kalani says, I work out for me and my well-being. It's important. Wonderful. What up, Del Moore? So definitely, you know what I mean? Definitely. It's tough. It's tough. There's days I don't feel like working out. There's days I don't feel like taking vitamins. There's days, I just want to eat all day badly and stuff like that, but with great strength and stuff like that, man, I fight through it and probably just have like 2 waters and call it a day. It's definitely not easy. I mean, the beginning to start it off is the hard part, but also another hard part is keeping it consistent. It's tough. It's tough for sure. Kalani says, I can't worry about everyone when it's about health and wellness. It's about you. That's good. That's good motivation right there for sure. It's about yourself and encouraging others at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like I believe Mrs. Ann says, um, he says taking care of the body that God bless you with. Yes, it's definitely a blessing that we are in these bodies. And you know what I mean? I like taking care of my body, although it's tough. It's tough as ever, but I don't want to be 40 years old or 50 or 60 or whatever the case may be and being like the average 60-year-old. I want to be out there running. I want to be out there, still being active, still feeling athletic and stuff like that. And it's possible. There are people out there, 60, 70 years old, 80 years old, still running marathons. You know what I'm saying? Still doing strongman challenges and stuff like that. Still in great condition, in great shape. It's just that people portray 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds. You know what I mean? Oh, they close to death. They're in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? They couch ridden and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Excluding medical conditions and stuff like that just come about and things like that. You have people out there that's like 90 years old still doing marathons and whatnot. You know what I mean? And that's encouragement right there. When you go on YouTube or somewhere else and you seeing like a 90-year-old running, a 90-year-old just in shape, you know what I mean? In better shape than a 19-year-old, who just like to use street drugs and whatnot all day and drink every day all day. You understand that? These 90-year-olds out there, you know what I mean? All right. Kalani says, stay consistent. Absolutely. Miss Ann says, pray for me that God will desire to do me better with my health. Wonderful. Absolutely. Definitely will send prayers up for sure. And I know it's tough. It's absolutely tough, you know what I mean, to get right with your health and wellness, especially if a person is a certain weight, if it is a certain size. You know what I mean? And that's what, I like to encourage people. I like to motivate people and things like that. That's what I'm good at. You know what I mean? I'm good at that type of stuff, but if I was the coach, it would be something different. I'm a totally different person. I got to go into coach mode and stuff like that. So, if anybody happen to get trained and stuff like that by me, and I happen to, yell and whatnot, it ain't nothing personal. You understand that? It ain't nothing personal. It's just to break certain things down and to build you back up when you're under pressure and whatnot. Kind of similar to the military boot camp or the police academy or something like that. It's just to build confidence. I know they got boot camp gyms out there. It's not to put people down personally. It's to break that person down who's got bad health habits and to build them back up to having good health habits. You understand? We know we got an expiration date on this earth and stuff like that. We know that. But I'm trying to live healthy as long as possible. I'm trying to be athletic or in good condition as long as possible. You know. Naomi Hope says, "You are what you eat." Straight up, absolutely. Kalani says, eating right, cutting out sugar, bread, or anything that do agree with you. Pay attention to your body. Absolutely, you know, absolutely. You know, could it be vice versa? Kalani with sugar. Because at one point, well, still, I don't eat too much sugar. and I didn't eat too much sugar before, and it was a little issue when I was about I think I was about 27 or something like that. When my sugar was kind of low because I didn't eat much of it at the time. You know what I mean? But once I started, adding a little bit candy and stuff like that to my diet, started was getting a little better. You know, so it could be vice versa with some people. You know what I mean? Some people eat salads all day, that's not good. You know what I mean? Eating salads all day and all that other stuff, just overdoing it. You know what I mean? You want to keep a good balance, especially if you're working out hard and whatnot. You said good sugars, wonderful. Good sugar, that's good. That's a good point right there. Good sugars. Miss Ann says, thanks TH for this platform and speaking health to a needed world. Absolutely. You said good sugars and you say healthy sugars. Wonderful. Naomi Hope says, my daddy beat me like a runaway slave, so I'm pretty good at fighting. I don't take advantage of anything. You can't overdo things. Okay, that's cool. Cane sugars. Now, I'm not too educated on cane sugars. What is that like? The little stick that people chew on and whatnot from the south. You know what I mean? Just let me know what that is. You said solid stretch your stomach line if you eat too much. I've never heard of that before. Let me look it up right quick. You said salad stretch your stomach lines. All right, we're gonna check that out right quick. You definitely okay, okay. All right. You said it says competitive eaters have been known to use some other tricks as well, such as eating several heads of Roman lettuce to stretch the stomach without making you feel that full. Okay, you're on point with that one. And then we hope doing your health homework. That's what's up. Miss Ann says, keep it real, Tony. Salads aren't the only thing to eat when trying to lose weight. Absolutely. Kalani says, fruits, good sugars. Okay. Lisa M says, portion control with your food intake. That's true. That's true. You know what I mean? Some people just don't know how to slow it down. You know what I mean? They definitely don't know how to slow it down. Once they get into the groove of working out in the beginning, I like they want to. Oh, let me just have a little bit of, cornbread. Let me have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Or let me have seconds or thirds. You know what I mean? And then that can help. That can assist in a person losing focus at the end of the day. So you're absolutely right. You understand that. Mrs. N says never heard that. Me either. Till I just heard it from Naomi Hope, and I had to research it just to make sure it's on point. You know what I mean? Um, Naomi Hope says, I'm TOG. I got skills. That's what's up. Definitely appreciate that. Water. Water is definitely important too, to incorporate with your health. Especially I drink water at night, man. I'm not gonna sit here and have like 4 or 5 bottles of water at work, man. I'm not gonna do that. So most of my drinking of water I do, during at night. You know what I mean? Maybe a couple of hours before bed and whatnot, just to get it all out the system and what have you, and things like that. And know that you're gonna be next to a restroom because water can run through people really fast. You know. Lisa says limit late eating. Good point. I try not to eat past 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I try. You know what I'm saying? I definitely try. If I don't eat, past that time, excuse me, if I don't eat before that time or whatever the case may be, try to drink some smoothie, water, or have a piece of fruit. Maybe a banana or something like that. If I got an orange or lemon or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, or a health bar or healthy bar or something like that. You know, that's what's up at Mrs. Ann. Naomi Hope says different strokes for different folks. Long as you know your body and DNA status. Okay. Kalani says cardio every day, 4 to 5 times a week. Water is important. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I used to think water was so disgusting. You know what I mean? years ago. But I had to work myself into a groove. I had to motivate myself to to drinking more water on a day-to-day basis. It was tough. I did not like water, incorporating water into my diet. The only time I liked water was in the gym. That was it, when it was ice cold. You know, other than that, I wouldn't incorporate water into my diet. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, but it's definitely important. He says, speaking of water, water has memory. Research that. Name Hope says. Lisa M says, learn to read the serving size on labels. You could be eating multiple servings in one sitting and not realize it. That's definitely another important one. You know, I got these healthy chips right here. I got these healthy chips. You know, non-GMO, gluten free. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand. You know about the serving. So it says about 8 servings per container. It says serving size 1 ounce, 28 grams, about 13 chips, 140 calories. So a lot of people probably think the whole bag is 140 calories when it's talking about 13 chips. So that's definitely important. You know what I mean, with the serving size. Even healthy chips that I got, or whatever the case may be, or just in general. So you're definitely on point with that at Lisa M. You know what I mean? They also got people like to eat chips. They got veggie chips and stuff like that out there, that I like also, and what have you. They got healthy ice cream and things like that. So if you have a sweet tooth for something or whatever, a person brought up good sugars and whatnot, fruits and whatnot, yogurt, walnuts, almonds, and things like that. Naomi Hope says, what your body lacks and what your body is over intake and balance is key according to your body. Wonderful. Kalani says, measuring out your food in portions. You're right. You're absolutely right. You know, with the measurement. But once in a while, we have a cheat day. You know what I'm saying? Once in a while. But even on a cheat day, man, I still try to eat healthy at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Try not to when I like chicken. I like chicken, like to bake the chicken or whatever the case may be. Try not to cook it in grease and stuff like that. If I'm going to flour the chicken, I'm going to put it in the oven with some olive oil spray or some olive oil spread at the bottom and at the top, on top of the chicken or whatever. You know. Naomi Hope says seaweed chips is fire. Seaweed chips. Seaweed chips. I never even heard of that before. I gotta go research that. Seaweed chips. Let me look at this. Seaweed chips. It says organic. Organic chips. Um, they got Ocean Halo. They got organic seaweed snacks. I mean, it looks nasty to me. It looks nasty, but it look healthy. You know, sea salt seaweed chips, 74 cent. You know, it says vegan, no plastic trays. A vegan chips, okay. I mean, it looks nasty, but then again, I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So seaweed chips, that's a new one. Whenever I see them in Walmart or Food Line or something like that, maybe I'll pick it up. You know what I mean? See how they are. He says, but everyone needs what is that? Zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, omega oil, and all the vitamin Bs. Okay, that's what's up. I know some people before were speaking about sea moss, which carried a lot of vitamins in it. Somebody was saying and whatnot, and things of that nature, which is cool. It's nothing wrong. Everybody got their own preference. Everybody bodies are different, but at the end of the day, everybody needs water. You know what I mean, and some nutrients and stuff like that, and vitamins and what have you. You know. All right, so 30 minutes is approaching to conclude this live upon health and whatnot. I appreciate everybody for coming on this live. We'll be going on the other YouTube channel in a bit. So if you got time, you can go check that out too. If not, then it's all love, it's all respect. Appreciate everybody for giving an intake upon taking care of your health and wellness. Kalani says make sure that protein intake is on point too. Protein definitely important. Wonderful, absolutely. You got some good points there at Kalani. Definitely some good points for sure. You know, so Miss Ann definitely gonna send up prayers and whatnot and things like that. you know, I thank everybody for coming on this live. This is Tony Harvin Network YouTube channel, which is my secondary YouTube channel. My primary YouTube channel is Tony Harvin, and I'm about to conclude. May you all have a blessed afternoon. Stay tuned for more health and wellness videos on this channel. You might see some interviews and stuff like that on this channel and things like that. On the other channel, be on the lookout for more Truth of God videos, more biblical discussions, more live conversation videos on that YouTube channel, Tony Harvin. You know what I mean? So I'm out. Peace.